Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well and dandy out there in Beatles world, YouTube land, members of the VC and anybody that's just come across this little channel. Okay, this is a sort of part 2 to the video that I did yesterday, showing you the records that I was given for free by BPM Records in Derby on Saturday. As you know, I went with my good old mate Terry Mann, and they gave, basically when I walked in, they gave me a bunch of records free for nothing. These are the records over that I did buy, and you know, the nice records, but I did end up spending quite a bit of money. So please sit back and join me as we look at what I did pay for when I went to BPM Records. If you haven't been Derby, by the way, just check them out. They're off Sadlergate in Derby, which is near the Old Bell, and then they're in a little yard called the Blacksmith's Yard. You can't miss them because there's usually a great big signpost thing outside saying BPM Records. Right, okay, so all these are Beatles records. All of them are Beatles records. I'll try and make this as quick as I can. By the way, if you're not subscribed, just think about subscribing. It is free and doesn't cost you a penny. Right, the first one is a reissue copy of the Beatles debut LP, Please Please Me. This was, I think, off the top of my head, £15. It's in really, really nice condition. Not a mark on it. Stereo. I think it's on a 2-box EMI, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's on a 2-box EMI. Virtually mint, this is, by the way, this record. That's the labels. Lovely, lovely shining labels. I'd say this is a late 1980s copy. It does actually look like it's never been played, to be honest. Yeah, really, really happy with that. Just came with this standard inner sleeve, which says the first 85, so it could be from 1985. That is if this is the original sleeve to it. EMI sometimes did use plain sleeves like this in the 70s, 80s, even in the 90s. Then sometimes you'd get one that would say EMI Records on it. Overall, that I would say this is in virtually mint condition. The whole package. That's the record and the sleeve. Really, really nice. Well worth £15. I bought this as an upgrade copy. I've got many copies of this, but I haven't actually got a decent sort of like everyday playing copy. So this is what that was bought for. Very, very happy what I paid for it. Then we've got the Beatles' second UK album with the Beatles. Now this one is a little bit different. This is from the what does it say? Yeah, this one is from the 1990s. It's a direct metal master, this one, and it's mono, which is quite strange to get a direct metal master mono into it. Again, it does sound really, really nice. This overall so far, the cover is virtually mint. Again, this hasn't got the EMI thing on it, but it says 8th 89, so this is from 1989. Again, I'm presuming this is the original in a sleeve. You do get it on a 2-boxed EMI parlour phone, but slightly different label. But it does still say made in England there. Just say made in England. Like on the corner just there, I don't think you're going to see it. That nice. Again, really, really shiny record. Now this has got a fault. Anthony did tell me about this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but just there, look. You see it? Just there. There's like a little mark on the outer rim. of the record, and he says sometimes it isn't actually on where the record plays, it's on the outer rim. It says so sometimes when you put your needle on, because you can feel it, just there, look, it does go with a click, but it doesn't affect the first track, which is It Won't Be Long. In fact, I've got these mixed up. This was the one that was £15. This was £15 with the Beatles. It was £15, and the Please Please Me was 20. But again, you can't really moan for that, can you? But I'll tell you at the end, these didn't really cost me as much as that because of the next record I bought, which was quite expensive. I think he actually gave me one of these for nothing, to be honest. So they're really, really nice to have. Again, upgrade copies. Although having said that, it is quite strange to get every issue of Beatles mono LP from the late 1980s. There was a red mono box set, which everybody seems to forget about, which was released in around 1982, which was the companion one to the Beatles Blue Box. So the third and final LP, Terry, if you're watching this, Terry man, you'll know what it is a White Album. Yeah, because I needed another White Album. I really did need another White Album. And this is numbered, it is number 0254397. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that there. Cover isn't actually that bad a condition, to be honest. And this is a top loader, so this is an original 1968 stroke 1969 pressing. Now, unfortunately, we don't get the poster or the photos in this. Now, Ant did explain all that to me before I bought it, but you do get the original black inner sleeves, and these are actually in quite nice condition, to be fair, because you can, I know that looks dead weird smelling it, but you can actually smell if a record is old or not, or a sleeve is old or not. So you do get the sold in the UK subject to retail price conditions on the top there. These are stereo, by the way, and I think I just have to put my granddad glasses on. Just bear with 1 second, folks. Yeah, all these are stroke one, so they are the original mixes. And they do say an EMI recording on them, unfortunately. Some of them don't say an EMI recording on them. So that is side one with all the tracks there. Nice shiny record once again. And then that is side two. Now, the thing with the White Album is, some of these I've got printing mistakes on them on the labels. I haven't actually had time to look at these yet. But you do get the Apple publishing credits for all the George Harrison songs and the Ringo Starr song. Yeah, actually that is in really, really nice condition. So that is side one and side two. Top loader means it goes in the top. That's all a top loader means. Later copies from around 1970-71, they'd be side loaders, so you'd put them in like that, but they would still be numbered. Some of them can be worth quite a bit. So this is sides 3 and 4, again in the original inner sleeve. Now that one's not bad. This side is not quite as good as the first disc. It's got a slight mark. I don't know if you're going to see it, which is just around there. And don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It actually looks better on. It looks better on there than it does in middle. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not a feelable scratch or anything like that. It's just what they call them, a hairline scratch, just there on the last song, which is Long, Long, Long. The last song, Long, Long, Long. and side 1. And then side 3, should I say. Side 4 is virtually mint. It's strange how this computer's picking these labels up straight away today, isn't it? The white Apple label. So this was down for this LP, this white album. Bearing in mind it is an original UK pressing, top loader, numbered copy. And all in all, I'd say that is in very good condition, which is quite a high number, but it is in acceptable condition for saying it was made in 1968. I mean, this is nearly as old as me. Unfortunately, we don't get the poster and the pictures with it. If it got the poster and the picture in it, this would have been a £100 plus LP all day long. They'd got this up for, I think it was £75, but I think I paid him £50 for this. I think I offered him £50, and he said yeah, because it came to about £8. I think it came to about £80 for all 3 of these, which isn't bad, is it? I mean, you do still get the mono and the stereo down there, which you won't see, but then on the back here it does say stereo just there. So I am really happy with all 3 of them. I've played that one all the way through, Please Please Me, and I've played the B side of With the Beatles, not the A side, but I must admit I haven't played any of the White Album, or the Beatles as it's officially called. Now, did I need another Beatles White Album? People who watch the channel regularly know I've got quite a few Beatles White Albums, but it's like any Beatles album. If I ever see decent copies and they're not too much, I will buy them. If I've got the money, I just buy them. You know, I've got quite a few White Albums. I've got a lot of Beatles albums, full stop, to be honest. So with my sensible head, no, I probably didn't need to buy any of those. Although the Please Please Me and the is going to be an upgrade copy. The With the Beatles is a reissue, but it's in mono and it's a direct metal master. And then, if anything, the White Album that I've got there will probably be my everyday stereo playing copy of the White Album, because I've actually got mainly mono copies of the White Album. Now, I've got 40 odd copies of the White Album, which sounds a lot. That is just the vinyl ones. That's not counting CDs and things like that. In fact, I think it's more. I think it's about 45, to be honest, which sounds a lot. Right, a lot of them are original UK mono pressings. Then I've got original UK stereo pressings like that one. Then I've got UK stereo pressings from the 70s, which are numbered but the side openers. Then I've got UK stereo pressings from the early 70s that are unnumbered but side openers. Then I've got later pressings from the UK in the 70s. I've got pressings from America on Apple, but it's a slightly different Apple label. I've got a pressing from America which is on the Capitol label. Then I've got what else have we got? We've got Parlophone labelled versions of it, but they're not the, you know, expensive UK export ones. One of them does look very, very similar to it. I think there's a couple from Southeast Asia. There's one from India, and there's one from South Africa. They are all on Parlophone. Then I've got a couple which say they're manufactured in France by Patty Marconi, but they still say manufactured in the UK. Yeah, a bit strange that. That was something to do with when the pressing plants in the UK were being upgraded or something, or modernised. I've got a couple on white vinyl as well. You know, so they are all slightly different. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this. Just a couple of Beatle Dave's Twist and shout outs. One is to I forgot what I was going to say it to you now. Just bear with 1 second. Right, the first one is to Beatle Brad. Now, if you don't know who Beetlebad is, but I'm sure most of you do know who Beetlebad is, uh, if you don't know who he is, just check out his channel. He's in America. He's been on YouTube for donkey's years. I mean, he's got some lovely videos. He's got some fantastic things that he shows you. He does do fun videos as well as show and tell videos. He's a very, very knowledgeable person. Now, I thought Beetle Brad had got more subscribers than what he has. I think he's on about around the 5,000 mark. Now, he should have a hell of a lot more subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, please just check it out. And if you like the video, leave me a like. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Beetlebad hasn't told me to say this, by the way, but I just think Beetlebad should have a more successful channel than what he's got, for saying how long he's been on YouTube and for how much effort he puts into making his videos and things like that. His videos are fantastic, and he's a lovely chap. Simple. The next twist and shout out goes to Terry and Julia Tudor. Again, long time subscribers. Always leave me nice, positive comments and messages. And the next one just goes out to everybody that likes my channel. That's it. Whether you're subscribed or not, whether you leave me comments or not, whether you leave me likes or not, just anybody that likes my channel. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing, because it is free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you leave me likes and comments, that helps YouTube promote my channel and similar channels to wider audiences. So therefore, if you put a thumbs up and a comment on this video, yes, it does help my channel. I'm not going to say it doesn't, because it does help my channel, but then it will help out people like Beetlebad or Beatley Tones Beatles channel. Because we're all similar channels, and because I mention their channels quite often, it will help them as well. So just think about that. I'm not begging you, I'm not telling you to do it, anything like that. I just think we should have a push to try and get Beetlebad a few more subscribers and a few more likes on his videos. That's all. If you watch his videos, you'll see what I mean. He puts that much enthusiasm and effort into him that when you look at his figures and stuff, doesn't really make justice to what the amount of work he puts in it. We all put a lot of work into making videos, by the way. We all have to have the knowledge to be able to present these and tell you what they are and things like that. Yes, sometimes I cock it up. There was one I showed yesterday and I couldn't even pronounce the name of the music, because it's like a Spanish word or something like that, and I made a right pig's ear of it. And somebody did send me a message, and it says it's pronounced like this, Dave. And even if I try to pronounce it, I still can't say it right. So apologies for that. We are all human. Anyway, it's time to wrap this video up. So like I say, I hope you're all well and dandy out there in YouTube land, Beatles world, and people of the internet. Just stay safe, be nice to one another, and don't forget, if you've liked this video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, please leave me a comment. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. Remember, you are the Beatle Dave. Without you, this channel wouldn't exist. Obvious, isn't it? A splendid time is guaranteed for all. So I hope you have had a splendid time on this little video. This is a short video for Beatle Dave. And whatever you're doing, like I say, please stay safe. Peace and love to you all. And I'll catch you again really, really soon. Till the next time, as my old mate Beetle Battle says, I'm out of here.